Sometimes it can be difficult to understand clients, especially if they're just starting out in their business, because they are focused mostly on their business and now they have to deal with you and all of this design stuff. So in this video, we're going to talk about how can you speak with your clients so that you can both understand each other, so you can keep the project going and everything can be finished in timely manner and on deadline. Hey designer, Alex here, welcome to the channel, and the rule of every business is don't talk about yourself, talk about them. So when you're starting to talk with your clients, you must understand that you need to talk about them, about their business. Don't talk about yourself, because if you're just getting started with them, they understood who you are enough, so they gave you the project to work on. So don't talk about yourself, you have to talk about their business. Rule number 2 is speak on the language that they understand. So don't talk about technical stuff too much, especially if they never worked with designer before. So you have to ask them all of these questions and talk on the language that they understand. So research their business, see what niche they are in, see what they are doing in their business, so you can better understand who they are, what they need, and what you need to talk about with them. So you have to speak their language so they can understand you better when you're asking questions. So let me give you an example. Don't ask them, do you want this delivered in sketch file format, because they might not know what the sketch is. So you have to speak with them in the language that they understand. Let's say that you can ask them, okay, so now we have this website, this is just the designing part, do you want this to be developed by me, do you have your own developer? Because this is just the designing part, you need to have this live to be on the internet. Perhaps they don't understand that, and trust me, in majority of times they think if they just hired a designer is going to finish everything for them. So you have to speak in the language that they understand, because sometimes they are too focused on their business and now they have you to worry about, to speak with you all of the time, to reply to your emails, to reply to your comments, to reply to the revisions, to think about you. So you have to be focused on them and on their business alone. So you have to save them time. That's what they are hiring you. You have to solve their problems, because that's what design is. After all, solving problems that these businesses have. So you have to be focused on speaking on the language that they understand. Also, you have to set the pace that the project is running on. So let me give you another example. Let's say that you're working on wireframes and you have to show them those wireframes. Speak with them and tell them nicely in the language that they can understand that these wireframes are just a basic idea. This is just to save the process in the long run and to save time in the long run, in order to improve their business. So we have to do a proper research. That's why we are doing wireframes, that's why we are doing flowcharts, that's why we are doing all of this research phase, in order to save them time in the long run, so they will not have to make all of these different and expensive changes later once the site is live and it's not converting well. What do you mean by conversion? Then explain the conversion to them. Explain that that's the most important part of any website or mobile app, how it can attract new clients quickly and pull them in, and how it can keep old clients for longer inside of their website or on their app. Make sure to walk with them and talk with them about what's all of this stuff, what's important in this design process. It's not just pretty pictures, it's about understanding the bigger picture behind the design, but once again, speaking the language that they can understand and that they can relate to. You can also use different competitors of theirs. Just make sure to research the niche that they are in, so they can understand you easier, especially if the clients are not related to tech industry at all, and perhaps in their niche there might not have all of these beautiful designs that, let's say, we have in a cryptocurrency niche, for example, or B2B niche or something like that. So just make sure to walk with them, to talk with them, to make them understand the design process, but once again, in the language that they can understand. Make sure to stick on the deadline and make sure to set the expectations as they are. So let's say you're doing the wireframe, let's say this is just the first part of this project. After this wireframe comes the basic design that we are going to run through over and over again. But once you're doing revisions with them, make sure once again to walk them through about what you need the feedback on. So ask for a specific feedback on a specific part of your design in a specific part of the design project. That way you are going to make sure that this project runs smoothly and that everybody is on time. Make sure to stick to the deadline and make sure to stick to the design brief. If you're asking questions, make sure to ask the questions in a manner that they can understand, they can relate to, so you can get a proper feedback, so you can deliver the proper results. If they just want you to push this 1 pixel left, 1 pixel right, then explain to them, okay, look, here are two versions. One is with the pixel pushed to this way, one is with the pixel pushed this way. But in my opinion, it really doesn't matter, because you are the expert. Make sure to convince them why it doesn't matter. Don't just say it doesn't matter and that's it. Make sure to walk them through once again step by step, so they can understand that this thing really doesn't matter. It's not going to make a huge difference if they are changing colors. I really recommend that you're not using, for example, Photoshop. I really recommend that you're using XD, Sketch, Figma or software like that, because then you can set these symbols or components so you can change colors easily, and especially if you can update and share prototype live so that they can see it live in real time. If you are following this process step by step, walking them through the entire design process, you're going to have a lot of happy clients, because they can see that you are caring for them and that you take care of their business, because you truly care about their business succeeding, because those clients are the perfect clients for you, because they are going to refer you to their friends, to their clients. So probably some of those people are going to call you to work on their projects. So that's how you can build these relationships, with being nice to your clients and with guiding them through professionally through this entire design process. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you got some value out of it. If you did, make sure to press that like button. I upload new videos every single week on design, passive income techniques, motivation and more. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.